that sidelines that he was going to be open. Huge, huge play. If you're going to call a 3rd and 14, I guess that's the one you want to call.
So with 5:14 to play, John Day Legal Red Zone is where the Blackman Blaze are operating. The law offices of John Day, helping injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com. Different look to the backfield. I believe Jabari Kemp is in, and he is. He's trying to rumble his way into the end zone, and I think he is going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. It's going to be 2nd and inches. 2nd and goal with inches to go.
He is their short yardage power back. Kemp is.
I bet you they go with that again. They're going to bring in an extra blocking back. And, John, they have Mr. Beefy Daniel Hernandez trying to block here to the near side, and they give it to Kemp, and he is going to be in. Touchdown, Blaze. Kemp runs it in, but it was the big 57-yard pass that got him down here.
Yeah, that was a great second effort there by Kemp. He got initially hit, but he kept his feet going and was able to get that 1 yard.
Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze, and they strike pay dirt early here. Don't forget Toots after the game, whenever that is, they'll be open. Wings, burgers, you name it. Here's Burrow Rabosin for point, and it is up and it is good. So Blackman up 7-0, 4:32 to play, first quarter. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services.
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
To meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications.
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy.
Specifically for you.
Compounds for weight loss.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
The liquid, suppository.
All to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access
10 seconds
and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
He's got a good leg, John. We got a couple of good kickers in this one tonight.
Yeah, we do. State Farm Press Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive.
It is 1st and 10. Blackman strike. first down, I believe.
It is.
You can check all the latest scores at WGNSradio.com/scoreboard, too, by the way. And keep refreshing. You'll get all the updates. Second quarter now, Oakland leading 14-0 at Smyrna. Pass near side, going to be caught by Vaughn. Jacob spun out of bounds near the 45-yard line. And so that's going to be a 10-yard, 11-yard pickup there. So First Bank first down. Mitchell with the tackle. A customer-driven bank with local decisions, superior service, and great mobile apps. That's First Bank. 3:38 to play here in the first. We had a very weird pregame and before the game going on, and we started early and all kinds of things. We had to take equipment down and then put it back up, and it got late, so they faked the handoff, and it's a pass left side to Tritch. Tritch 50 to the 45 and falls down for a 10-yard plus run after the catch. It's going to be a 12-yard pickup by the freshman on his first catch of the night.
Well, you can definitely see why that freshman is thought of highly. That is second effort, and it's so valuable when you've got a wide receiver that can pick up that extra yardage.
Dowell on the tackle. So it is another First Bank first down here. Trips here to the near side. In the pistol is Hampton with Vaughn on his right hip and now in motion. Pass out here to him to the near side. 45, cuts it upfield to the 40, and now the 39, or is his knee down at the 40? It's at the 40, so a 3-yard gain there. John Riverdale looks much more comfortable offensively on this drive.
Yeah, they're kind of conceded to passing the football, short passes, but getting some yardage with it.
Horton on the tackle. So at the Blackman 40 are the Warriors. Left to right as we see it. 2:36 left here in the first. 7-0 Blackman. Pitch in the backfield to Chris Peters, and the Blaze said, no, not here, not now.
That play didn't have a chance, Brian. He was already, they had the lineman on him as soon as he got the ball in the backfield. Tried to cut the corner but couldn't.
That was Jader Gowan, who is the leading tackler on the team for Blackman. 12 tackles, 2 for loss. Add another one to that now. 3rd and 9 facing the Warriors now. Try to keep you updated on all the scores as much as we can here tonight. Here at 6:33, and whistles. Flag thrown before the play here, and this is going to go against Blackman. So, John, on 3rd and 9, what you don't want to do if you're on the defensive side is give them 5 free yards.
Well, yeah, that just made it so much easier for them to pick up a first down here. Got a little in a hurry.
That makes it now 3rd and 4 instead of 3rd and 9 with the 5-yard penalty at the Blackman 37. 3 receivers right, 1 far side on the left. Almost did it again. It's this hard count here by Hampton that drew him off the first time. Play clock down to 19, so not an issue there. And now Vaughn on the left hip of quarterback Hampton. Another word at the line of scrimmage. Play clock at 10. Here's the snap and the give. Going right up into a big pileup is Jacob Vaughn, and the sophomore has nowhere to go on 3rd and 4. Well, John, if your defense isn't going to let him even get a yard on 3rd and 4, I guess that penalty didn't really matter in the long run.
Okay, Riverdale is struggling to get anything off the ball, running the football.
Stewart and Bowles. Stewart with 10 tackles, 1 for loss on the season. 4th down, and they're showing they're going to go for it here.
Watch that hard count again, too.
maybe the last play of the first quarter. Sending Vaughn out in motion, looking there, and the pass to Tritch. And Tritch is going to get the first down as he crosses the 30 to the 29-yard line. And another First Bank first down on the pass, 8 yards. In the passing game, John, has been favorable here tonight for Riverdale.
Well, that kid is quick as a hiccup.
Stewart made the tackle, but without Stewart, we may have been talking about a tie ball game, too.
Like a little floating screen there that Tritch just kind of stood back, and Hampton looked one way and then found him.
Into the first quarter, it's 7-0 Blackman, but Riverdale driving. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auction helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all
10 seconds.
Please, a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Upland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our high school game of the week tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and State Farm. It's 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of Blackman, Riverdale driving.
7:50 to play in the first half. Oakland has now taken a 21-0 lead in their game over the Smyrna Bulldogs at Smyrna. Rain is approaching the Rutherford County line almost into Eagleville, the leading edge. Back to pass on 1st and 10 is Hampton, and the ball is picked off. Floated one up there, hit as he let it go, and I think that's DeAdrian Davis, number 18.
Looked like a post route, and Hampton didn't see the backfield. He was just kind of floating around. That little safety just tipped it off.
So it was Davis. Started the second quarter. DeAdrian, by the way, 9 tackles and now adds his first interception of the season. So 1st and 10, and they will take over at the 13. So, John, they keep them from scoring, but the gift is you get the ball at the 13.
Correct.
The clock didn't start. That was one issue. It's now at 11:53. And here's a run to the 15-yard line. So about a 2-yard gain there. Not much doing.
The difference in the game right now is that 57-yard pass. Neither team is running the ball very well. Riverdale hasn't been able to run the ball at all.
No. Don't know how that changes as the game goes along when your defense is out there for a while. We are in the second quarter now. 2nd down and 8. 7-0 Blackman. Riverdale was driving almost in the red zone, and the pick at the 13. Blackman on 2nd down. Nice run here off of left tackle by Micah Nance. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 2. No, 3rd down and 1. Almost got the first down. So we'll say a 7-yard gain. Thompson made a first down saving tackle. So, give you a little weather update here in a second after this 3rd and 1 play. Maybe a little good news in terms of the severity, but not the lightning, unfortunately. third down. Another pistol formation. And can Nance get that yard? I don't think so. Going to actually be down at the 23-yard line, which, well, it's going to be close. Is it forward progress? Reams made the tackle, but did it keep him from a first down? No, it did not. It's a first bank first down for the Blaze. Boy, that was close.
Where they marked the ball was huge in that one. If they had not made that, play, then you're looking at 4th and inches, and I don't think if you're Blackman, you go for it when you're down there that far down in their own territory.
So 1st and 10, first bank first down. 9:45 left in the half. Nance again, right up the gut. 30, 31, and down right there. So that is going to be a 5-yard gain. So the very edge, like Eagleville to maybe Rockvale, is now under a special weather statement. These storms are below severe limits, and I think are going to skirt south, but we're south. So we'll see. Storms right now coming into Eagleville. Maybe lucky to get to the half, and we'll see at that point. 3 wide out left, 1 near side. Pass goes to the left side, and it is going to be complete to Max Wilcox, the big tight end. 4 catches, 78 yards, and now make it 80 with that 2-yard pass and catch over there by him. Tutt with a 40-yard run, and with 4:26 to go in the second quarter, it's Oakland 28, Smyrna nothing. And the Patriots are flexing their muscles in that one, aren't they, John?
Yeah, they just, I have to say, they've been impressive. Their defense is really, really good.
And in trouble. No, it's Elliott who made a great fake, 40, 45, and then down with the first down at the 46-yard line. John, I thought he was going to give the ball to Kemp, and then there was some trouble back there. I think a lot of people thought it was a fumble, and then here Elliott comes out of it and rumbles for 13 big yards and a first bank first down.
It was a mistake which broke the timing of Riverdale, and he was able to skirt out of there to get that first down. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good.
Well, there you go. Ball at the 46-yard line now. Back to pass. Looking. Now on the run is Elliott. Stops, throws, catch is going to be made by Dixon at the Riverdale 40-yard line. Make it 41-yard line. And John Elliott had a long time back there. Made a great decision.
Sure did. He's throwing the ball really well tonight.
14-yard pickup. And first down, Thompson with the tackle.
What I've been impressed with, too, he's finding different receivers.
Two wide to the left side, Dixon and O'Dour. Near side, it's Bryson Mitchell. Another pistol formation, and here's Elliott to Kemp. No, Elliott keeps, comes near side 40, 35, and tripped up there. Boy, John Elliott's running ability really gives Blackman some great options.
That little bit of added pressure on the defense, 7-yard pickup.
Jones making the tackle. So second down 3. It's 7-0 Blackman. They're at the Riverdale 34. Elliott, pass across the top. Going to be completed to Wilcox again. And Wilcox is going to get it down to about the 26-yard line. And another first down for the Blaze. Fuquay making the tackle once again.
4 first downs just in this drive alone.
So a second down upcoming. Second and 10. Going left side from the backfield on the run is Wilcox. This time out of the backfield and gets it to the 20.5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain there. Emmons making the tackle here for Riverdale, the leading defender. 19 tackles, 2 for loss, a sack, 2 interceptions, 2 quarterback hits, 3 hurries, and 2 pass breakups for him. Second down and 5. And this time going to be a loss on the run back to the 22-yard line. Just didn't get that initial push, did Kemp, and loses a yard there to bring up third down. Things always get tighter the closer you get into the red zone.
Well, it's definitely you want to try to run the ball when you get down there because it's much more difficult to try to pass the ball in the red zone.
Morris and Thompson on the tackle. Pass as he's hit and almost picked off, and that would have been a pick 6 for Hudson Fuquay.
Yeah, that play didn't look good when he saw the man open, but really couldn't get a whole lot on his throw. He was feeling a little bit of pressure there. Well, they got a big boomer leg.
Well, we're going to give it a shot here. Tyler Burrow-Rambosen is going to attempt what will be a 39-yard field goal. He is connected from 27, his second field goal attempt. The snap good, the kick away. It looks like it's got the distance, and it is good. And it was a big boomer, as John mentioned there, and the Blackman Blaze have now opened up a 10-0 lead over the Riverdale Warriors. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
He's going to be dropped at the 28-yard line, and that was Hampton connecting to Trich. And now the flag coming in at the end makes me think it could be more. It's going to be about a 50-yard pass and catch. Now the officials are huddled up talking about things. It is a personal foul, Blackman. Oh, boy, John. That is going to be 15 yards on top of having the ball at the 28.
Matt Kreisky going to be upset at that. Not the play necessarily, but the personal foul.
So that puts the ball at the 14-yard line in the John Day Legal red zone. Seriously injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation, johndaylegal.com. Well, John, if you're Riverdale, you can't squander this opportunity.
No, they've got to put some points on the board here. Not that it would be over, but
right
with the weather coming.
4.5 to play, looking right. Going deep to the corner of the end zone, intended for Trich, but overthrown. Pretty well defended back there by James Stewart for the Blaze.
It was well defended. The only thing Hampton could do was just throw it as high as he could.
2nd and 10.
They were going for all the marbles there.
Yes, sir. Probably not a bad idea on 1st and 10. They just connected on a big 50-yard plus play. Add the penalty on top of that. So that was a 65-yard play to get him down here in the red zone. Hampton from the pistol and Vaughn on his right hip. 3 wide to choose from right side. 1 close in tight to the line of on the left, and now rolling out here as a receiver is Vaughn, and a timeout called on the field. One will take as well. 4:25 to go. 10-0 Blackman, but Riverdale driving. State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Send Vaughn out as a receiver. So 4 to choose from, corner of the end zone, and now flag flies. I think the intended target there was Corden Reynolds, John, but he got tangled up defensively.
Yeah, he did, and the flag was really a little late, but it did interfere with him trying to catch the football.
I'm not so sure that that was the official that was supposed to throw the flag. You would think that it would have come from the sideline guy over there, but now they're going to talk about it. But I don't think there's much to talk about. It's pretty clear, and they have moved the football inside the 5. Pass interference. That's 2 huge penalties, John, on this drive.
Yes, I mean,
the unsportsmanlike and then that.
Game changing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure that receiver was going to be able to get to that ball anyway.
So should be 1st and goal, I think.
It is.
They don't have the sideline markers ready over there. It is going to be 2nd down from the 7. Need to get about 3 yards for a 1st down. Reynolds looks across and incomplete. broken up there by the Blaze, Jaden Lark. That was just one-on-one right there. So now 3rd and goal.
Scoreboard says it's on the 3, but it's not.
It's on the 8, isn't it? So on 3rd down, it's not 3rd and goal either. 3rd and about 3. Little change here, and now Vaughn on the right hip of Hampton. Going to go out right side. And now it's going to be a quarterback draw, and running into the end zone is Gavin Hampton. And it's a Riverdale touchdown.
That call came at the right time. A designed quarterback draw. He had no intention of doing anything but running up the middle, and he scored easily.
Sent his receiver out as if it was going to be a pass play, John, and that left the middle wide open because Blackman took the bait there. Touchdown for the Riverdale Warriors. Very important for the Warriors to score on that one, and now there's going to be a penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct here, I think, after the TD. Must have been. I was busy here on my iPad stopping the recording for our Sir Pizza replay. So it erases the touchdown.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Wow. Oh, me. Back to pass again. Looking across the middle and just too far in front of Tritch that time. And now on 3rd, I make that 4th and 12. Well, speaking of penalties and big penalties, John, that one was a big one.
That was huge.
Wiped off a touchdown, and now they're going to have to attempt a Miles Weaver field goal.
34 yards.
And it will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So now 3 for 3 on field goals is Miles Weaver, and Riverdale has come within a touchdown of Blackman. It's now 10-3. Blackman on top. State Farm, Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Takes it outside to the 30, 35-40, and finally pushed out of bounds is Blackman's Braylon O'Dour. There is a penalty marker on the field. Well, John, plenty of time here for Blackman, too, so we'll see what happens. I did just get information that the Smyrna game is now in a weather delay.
So it did go a little north.
Smyrna-Oakland game. Well, at least lightning. So this is going to be holding against Blackman and bring the whole play back to, well, they're going to mark it off from the 30. So it'll be the 20-yard line. So 80 yards to go here, 3:47 to do it. Said there was lightning picked up 7 miles away, and there is a little lightning up in the northern end of that storm, and if we get to halftime, that's probably going to bring in a weather delay here if I had to guess. So here are the Blaze rolling out. Elliott lets it fly and almost caught, but Mitchell kind of went off the right fingertips right there for Mitchell and incomplete.
Had a lot to think about. The defender also keeping his feet in bounds.
Boy, you've been impressed by both Elliott and Hampton in this game.
They've got strong arms.
3:35 to go. It's Blackman 10, Riverdale 3. I mentioned to you that there were 9 of these backyard brawls decided by a touchdown or less, and this one's shaping up to be one of those maybe. First game in region play and a dandy here. Elliott on second down, the pitch back, and it is Nance bouncing off of people. Going to finally be taken down at the 24 for a 4-yard pickup there. He really made something out of nothing on that. Third down now. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
Well, if you go back and look at this half, you're going to say Riverdale missed some opportunities. One to get 7 points, and then the interception was another one.
That, yeah.
Or it could be a different score here.
Maybe talking about 14 to 10. Or less. Third down. Pass to the left side, Dixon. Dixon's not going to have enough room to get to the edge. Gets only a couple of yards, and it's 4th down. Well, John, with 2:36 now, depending on the punt where Riverdale gets the ball, they might have another scoring chance here.
Exactly.
So well defended. Morris on that one for Riverdale, making the tackle. It's our Nicholas Morris with 11 tackles, 1 for loss, an interception, a forced fumble, a pass breakup, and a hurry on the season coming into this game. Punt, and it's short. It's going to bounce at the midfield area and down at the 48. Well, John, they're going to get the ball in Blackman territory here. 2:02 to go.
Definitely plenty of time here. I'm looking at timeouts, but
I got that weather information, by the way, from Ron Reeves, State Farm agent who is a Rutherford County resident, has an office in Brentwood, but he'll buy your coffee at Panera or somewhere like that and talk to you about insurance. State Farm agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700 or ronreevesinsurance.com. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Ball at the 48 of Blackman. Empty backfield for Hampton. Looks, in trouble. Just slings it out and makes the catch, does Reynolds. Now dropped, incomplete.
Great play by Hampton just to get the ball out, and if he could have held on, he would have had some yardage there. At least 1st down yardage.
So a 2nd down and 10. Clock did stop with the incomplete pass. Your Ideas Tees intermission is coming up.
Get your popcorn.
Yes. John is going to actually bring us a number tonight, right?
I am?
No.
What?
Here's a pass, and it is incomplete. Hampton looking downfield, and that pass intended, that's the word, for Braylon Burns. But Burns was on the turf before the ball got there, right as it did. Clock at 1:51, so that only took 4 seconds. Well, if you look into the lights, John, I guess that's fog or just a heaviness of the air.
Yeah.
I don't think it's raining just yet. Don't see anybody covering up. Back to pass, and now Hampton runs it here near side, 45, and going to be taken down at the 43-yard line. Picks up 5, and it's now 4th down. 4th and about 5.
Well, you got to go here, I would think.
Well, they're bringing on their special teams unit. Now, would this be an area where you might attempt some kind of sneak? I don't know. Miles Weaver could be thinking pin them back. We'll see what Riverdale decides to do. He does average 40 yards on his punts, and they're at the 43. It is a straight punt, and there's not even going to be a return. It takes one bounce and then into the end zone. So Blackman will have it at the 20-yard line with under a minute to play.
Big savings are coming to Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening soon at 10:30.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Wonder.
Ageless, all right.
Going to be a run play on the first and 10 for Kemp.
Good run there, 7 yards.
Yep, picks up 7. Clock running, 47 seconds. Fuquay on the tackle there for the Warriors. IDST's intermission is going to come at a good time in terms of the weather. I think we're maybe turning a blind eye to some of the lightning that it's either that or a camera flashing. Here's Kemp, turns, spins. As he runs left side, gets to the 30, and it's going to be a first down. The clock should stop here, but it's not. He didn't get the first down. Say his knee was down just before, so third down. I don't know if they're going to get another play off here or not. Clock at 6, at 4, at 2 now, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Halftime here at Phil Watts Tomahawk Stadium at Tom Nolan Field, with your halftime score of Blackman 10, Riverdale 3. 10-3 your halftime score here on State Farm Prep Sports from WGNS and Big G TV. A timeout. We're going to take about a 3-minute break here, and then your Ideas Tees intermission is straight ahead. You're listening and watching WGNS coverage of high school football from Riverdale High School. Stay tuned.
Hi, Murfreesboro.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always is our mission.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Hey, Rutherford County sports fans, from auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more, trust your local State Farm agents. Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Alex Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. This powerful team lives here, works here, and are your neighbors. They're ready to help you manage everyday risk, recover from the unexpected, and realize your dreams. Contact Celeste, Ron, Emerson, Alex, Dana, or Andy for all of your insurance needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
Now for the IDST's intermission with a break in the action, stats, scores, and from tonight's game. Brought to you by IDST's, your home for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Visit 111 East MTCS Road, right across from the school, and check out Raider Tees too for officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear. IDST's can put your logo on just about anything. Now time to break down the action so far with the Primetime Sports Team.
Blackman getting on the scoreboard first. They had a 1-yard run by Kemp to open up the scoring.
John, they have Mr. Beefy Daniel Hernandez trying to block here to the near side, and they give it to Kemp, and he is going to be in. Touchdown, Blaze. Kemp runs it in, but it was the big 57-yard pass that got him down here.
Yeah, that was a great second effort there by Kemp. He got initially hit, but he kept his speed going and was able to get that 1 yard. Blackman then got another point, 3 points that is, 39-yard field goal with 4:59 to go in the second quarter.
Tyler Burrow-Rambosen is going to attempt what will be a 39-yard field goal. He has connected from 27, his second field goal attempt. The snap good, the kick away. Looks like it's got the distance, and it is good. And it was a big boomer, as John mentioned there, and the Blackman Blaze have now opened up a 10-0 lead over the Riverdale Warriors.
Riverdale did get on the scoreboard late in the first half. This time Weaver with a 34-yard field goal.
A Miles Weaver field goal.
34 yards.
And it will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up. And the kick is good.
And that's the first half recap, courtesy of Craig's Tax Service. It's 10-3 now, Blackman leading over Riverdale. Where they know the tax laws can be tricky, that's Craig's Tax Service. And it just makes sense to have an expert on your side. Specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping, they're ready to help you make sense of it all. Visit them at 142 Heritage Park Drive just off Memorial, or call 615-890-2233. Mike, Brandon, and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, proudly cheer on all Rutherford County teams and wish everyone an exciting second half of tonight's games. Going to take a look at an update on our scoreboard, our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Quickly, Blackman leading 10-3 here. Oakland having their way at halftime with Smyrna 35-0. And the only other score that we have in right now is Stewart's Creek leads Trail Siegel. Siegel leads 8-0 over Stewart's Creek. That's in the second quarter. A lot of Stewart Creek Redhawks shocked right now with that score. Can't ever count them out. That's our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. I want to talk quickly about the first half, Rod. And it was an interesting game. Riverdale had 2 or 3 chances to make this game closer. I thought Blackman did a good job, though, of holding their own.
Yes, they did. And the 2 big plays for big scoring was the long pass to O'Dour. They kind of caught everybody off guard. You know, it's been short passes and running game, and he got the ball down to the 3-yard line. They were able to then carry it in. play. Then the pass to the Fitch. The freshman. Good pass. They about broke away. They were able to catch up with him, and then they had that personal foul added on. And that led to the field goal. So those two big burst plays led to the scores, except for the field goal that Blackman had, but they had an interception that kind of turned the ball back. Shots.
Yeah.
In fact, he had the interception that Blackman had. He was blasted as he threw it, and it caused the ball to go up short and led to the interception.
I think, too, one thing that's hurting Riverdale, we'll show in the stats here in a minute, they've had difficulty running the ball. Blackman shut them out.
That's the big key. Blackman had more success running the ball as opposed to, like you said, as opposed to Riverdale.
We've just been told that this game is in a weather delay and asking everyone to seek shelter. So I guess we're going to have a longer halftime than we wanted to, Rod.
That's for sure.
With that, let's take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the IDST's intermission here on State Farm Preps Football.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, talking with Anne-Marie Brents.
When people walk,
all right,
like, tell me what's good, I usually tell them the loaded baked potato, which is a fully loaded potato with the butter, sour cream, cheese, bacon, and chives, and then we put meat on top of it.
At Rick's, they use the largest potatoes you can find.
Every Tuesday, we run a special on the loaded potatoes. We call it Tater Tuesday, and we sell a lot of potatoes.
Barbecue, smoked chicken, ribs, they've got it all at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Time to look at our stats, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And a pretty good defensive game going so far here, Rod.
Right. Especially I thought Blackman started out moving the ball a little bit early on the run, but then Riverdale got more aggressive. They're stunning, and they were starting to blow things up. And so it's pretty much been a defensive struggle, except like the big plays we mentioned, 2 long passes, one for each, the interception.
And you've got the stats, the defensive stats.
Okay, for our Blackman, Darian Davis, he's the one who had the interception, has 1 tackle. Jerrison Daniel has 4. Bryson Mitchell 3. Isaiah Levy 3. And Jalen Dow has 3. Riverdale, 2 that played all over the place is Hudson Fuqua. He's back again this year, John. Has 5. And Julius Malden have 5. Zemeckis Morris has 4. Jeremy Thompson 4. And Caleb Woods has a sack.
All right, offensively for Blackman, Javion Elliott, 3 carries, 14 yards. Micah Nance, 6 carries, 31 yards. Jabari Kemp with 5 carries, 12 yards. Like you said, Rod, they started early running the football fairly well, and then they shut them down. Wilcox, 1 carry, 6 yards. They've rushed for 63 yards in the first half. Elliott was 7 of 10 for 84 yards, and their total offense was 147 yards with 5 first downs. For Riverdale, Gavin Hampton with 3 carries, 21 yards. He's the leading rusher. That's when you know that they've done a good job of shutting them down, because he's getting the majority of the snaps he's having to.
Right.
Jacob Vaughn, 2 carries, -1 yard. Chris Peters, 1 carry, -1 yard. They've rushed for 19. Hampton is 5 of 11 for 84 yards, 1 interception, and 84 yards. Total offense for Riverdale is 103 yards. Luke Tritch has 1 catch for 50 yards. And let's see, Adur caught 1 for 57 yards for Blackman. So the wide receivers, there have been some big plays in this game tonight. But right now, it's 10-3. Blackman leading at halftime. Right now, everybody is leaving the stadium to find safety in their cars.
Yeah.
Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joints, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we just picked up where Dr. started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron.
All right, thank you.
You're listening to Prep Football.
Time for the Rayburn Insurance keys to the second half. If we get to a second half, folks, I'm being pessimistic. We'll get there, Rod. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. As a locally owned agency in Smyrna, they offer the personalized service you want get from big out-of-state providers. For auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, talk to Rick Hall, providing competitive prices and local advice. Tell us a little bit about what they need to do. Now, we're going to have a delay. They're going to be in there longer than normal. They're going to have time to warm up when they do resume play here. No, when that will be, we don't know. You say it goes an hour and a half. What does the coach need to do? I mean, how do they handle that?
The big thing they've got to Riverdale's getting the ball first. So that means that you need to get the ball, you need to move the ball, mix it up, the pass and the running game. I think they got too much pass. Now that you're only within one touchdown, you have time that you can mix it up, work on the run and the passing game. Passing game looks promising. Running game hasn't yet, but if you can get a mixture, it's going to keep Blackman off balance. Blackman is hitting hard, and they're covering well.
The biggest thing to me that Blackman's doing is they haven't allowed any running yardage for Riverdale. I mean, it's hard to mix it up when you can't get anything going with the ground game, and that might be the number one thing they need to do.
Right. And it might be you come out first play, you go pass, and come right back into the run game when they're starting to think pass. Something you have to do is if they are unsettled, they don't feel comfortable. And then, of course, Blackman, the same thing. I think they got away from the running game. First two plays, right side, boom, boom. The right side was moving them. Then we had a pass. It's incomplete. They went left. And they went to left side. Weston was strong. They went for a loss. Of course, you can't run right side all the time. But that should be the strength go-to thing, and then you work off of it.
I really like that quarterback draw that Hampton ran. It was called back, but
yes,
that was a good call.
Yeah, because basically they haven't been doing any running, so when all the backs went out, it just opened up the sea for them, really.
I feel like we ought to take calls. It's one of those nights, you know. Yeah. Anyway, that's your Rayburn Insurance keys to the second half. And let me tell you what's coming up tomorrow. Joining us every Saturday morning beginning at 9, the Prentice Awesome Heating and Air Coaches Corner. Going to be talking about all these games. It's fueled by Donut Country at McDonald's of Murfreesboro. Riverdale will be at 9 o'clock. Smyrna 9:15. Blackman 9:30. Laverne at 9:45. Oakland at 10. Stewart's Creek at 10:15 a.m. Rockville at 10:30. Siegel at 10:45. And Eagleville at 11. Now, very special guest at MTCS Cougar Corner. That's going to be on at 11:15. Nicole Burks, the volleyball coach. You probably get into that now, Rod. She's going to be there. And a rather lengthy interview Brian had with her, and we're looking forward to that. That's Nicole Burks, the volleyball coach at MTCS. And they don't have to say anything about their program. They're top-notch. They really are. We have the schedule of times on our website at WGNSSports.com. If you missed your favorite coaches segment, you can listen back on demand at WGNSSports.com and wherever you listen to podcast audio. And if you missed part of tonight's action or one of your favorite coaches, don't forget we're podcasting each game and coaches show for high school sports this season. Just log on to WGNSSports.com to listen or watch on demand. It's sponsored by Sir Pizza, who will also bring you the post-game replays. If you have announcements you'd like us to broadcast or put on our website, send an email to sports@WGNSradio.com, plus follow at WGNS Sports Radio on X for updates. You can tell us where you're listening from tonight by testing us at 615-893-1450. The stadium is clear. I think everybody's out, which is a good thing, safe thing. Hope the guys upstairs are down too, and I believe they are. We're in a weather delay. We don't know. It's here at halftime over the Riverdale Warriors. And I know Oakland's winning big at halftime, and Siegel was leading Stewart's Creek 8-0, and Eagle had a 14-0 lead.
They scored again, so
it's 21-0
yep.
now. Go Eagles! All right, John Dinkins, Brian Barrett, Rod Edwards. We're going to take you to the Wilson Central game. Is that right?
Wilson Central, Coffee County.
All right, they're just down the street, so that's a good one to listen to here on News Radio WGNS and Primetime Sports. We'll be back as soon as we know something. We'll let you know.
Our exclusive designs and unbeatable selection at 111 East MTCS Road, right across
so
from
when
MTCS.
They take a commercial break,
Raider Tees,
we'll take a
bigger,
commercial break,
better,
if that makes
and
sense.
go
It's
blue.
just like running a game.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Preps Football.
Welcome back to the Ideas Tees intermission, where we're in a weather delay here at Riverdale High School with
you hear me, Connor?
Blackman leading by a score of
yes, I can.
Riverdale. They are at halftime. They're in the locker room.
What is this?
They're basically sheltered.
What am I hearing?
This is the Thunder show, the stream.
The other scores. Oakland leading.
So we're on the stream.
Brian, you handed me one.
I thought
Walker just.
I thought you heard like play-by-play going on.
With 3:33 left in the first quarter.
Okay, so they started at 7.
They must have.
That's not what. It's not going on the stream right now.
I'm not sure about weather affecting them or not. But in Rockville and Laverne, they.
You want me to try pausing it and refreshing it?
So
I mean, something's not right.
Just started, I guess. So that's a look at our.
He said 7-7 in the first quarter. You guys were on our stream.
Stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winter Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and pretty good defensive game going so far here, Rod.
Right.
I mean, we don't want to replay what we just had.
Blackman started out moving the ball a little bit early on the run.
Let's go ahead and dump out of that.
Riverdale got more aggressive and stunning, and they were starting to blow things up. And so
all right, got you covered.
Struggle to make the big plays. We mentioned 2 long passes, both weeks, with interceptions.
And you got the stats, the defensive stats.
Okay, for Blackman, Darian Davis, he's the one who had the interception.
We're back with Get to Know Your Good Neighbor State Farm Agent, and we have Dana Womack joining us here today, State Farm Agent out on South Church Street joining us. And boy, that's a familiar last name, Womack. Are you related to that guy who has that Northfield office across the way?
I am. My father has been an agent here in Murfreesboro for a very long time, and I've actually been with State Farm since 2002 and have transitioned over into the agency role. So we are now competitors, but I'm not afraid to take him down.
May the best Womack win.
That's right. That's right. But having that legacy of State Farm has definitely prepared me for this role, and then my previous positions with State Farm have prepared me to make sure that I'm.
All right, so I was just about to tell you, I got the Wilson Central game pulled up, so I'm going to go to it right after the spot ends.
State Farm. That's what we try to do here in our office is protect the assets of our customers and make sure that when catastrophic things happen, that they are made whole again. That's what we do.
State Farm is kind of unique in the fact that
it was. I just pulled up the page a few minutes ago, and it wasn't refreshed, so it was a few minutes behind.
Corporation, and you're using the power of that large corporation to help people on an individual basis. It's really kind of a winning combination, isn't it?
It is. I think when people think of State Farm, they think of integrity. They think of
for a high school quarterback. Right hash throwing to the left sideline on about a 12-yard out route there. I'm not good at math, and I need my protractor to figure out what that is. And two receivers left, one to the right. Lowry going to roll left. He's got an option to throw it. He will not. Instead, he'll pull it down and run all the way back to the right. He's going to get decent yardage, and he's hit late out of bounds. Let's see if we get a flag. He got about 7 yards, but I don't think we're going to get a flag. I don't see one anyway. Now we got ridden out of bounds pretty good. No call. Let's see where they mark this. Let's say about the 34. Yes. So it makes it 3rd and 10. It's about the original line of scrimmage, maybe 10 and a half. Now, if you end up with a 4th and 10, I don't think you go for it there. I'm curious to see who punts the ball. Is it Carone? Or
find a punter at that point.
Well, somebody's practicing into the net over here. Look like Gaden Bellamy, who's practicing into the kicking net. Lowry looking to throw. He's got some time. Out route. Incomplete. But here comes a flag from the back judge. Thrown in that direction. And I think it's going to be defensive holding as they were trying to hold
Kane on his
Kane
break.
Dixon,
Right,
out of his break. He was breaking right at the sticks. The back judge threw it immediately. It's going to bail Coffee County out here. It should get them a new set of downs if that's what we think it is. Josh Peterson, Chandler England with you tonight. Dustin Murray is listening in from the islands somewhere. They're going to be defensive holding. It may still be 4th down. I don't know if it's an automatic 1st down or not. It's not a DPI. I think it's short by about a half a yard. So it's 3rd and about, a football. And here comes Tez Garrett. Tez Garrett has kind of been the short yardage guy, but that dude gets more than short yardage usually when he gets his hands on the ball.
He's got to be averaging close to 6 yards per carry this year.
Matthew White split wide left. It's Dixon wide right. Garrett by the handoff left side. 1st down. Up to about the 46. Bank. 1st down. County 7-6 to play 1st half. 7-7 on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. Be sure to stick around at halftime. We'll send you back to the Friday Night Thunder studios for the Southland Pharmacy halftime show. Court Steer, Jonathan Oliver, Jackson Hand, Brian Markham, the team back there enjoying some J&G pizza right now, but they'll be working here in a little while. 2 receivers right. Thompson back in at running back. He's on the right hip of Lowry. Now he moves him back to the left side. Pressure coming for Wilson Central. A lot of people flushing Lowry to his left. He gets to the sidelines, and then he is hit pretty hard, but he got back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of running, but he was able to salvage something there. They sent 7.
This is the house right there. It's good for Casey to get back to the line of scrimmage and not take a loss there.
Cover 0. You do that, you're betting that you can get to the quarterback before you can find somebody that's running open out there and affect his vision. They did that. 2 receivers right. It's Matthew White in the slot over there. He's a speedster. A.J. Schuster tied into the left. Jet Trustler, the sniffer on that side. They're going to hand it off to Trustler on a jet. He'll cut it up inside. Get about a yard. Pun was not intended there. Gain of a yard.
Past 2 weeks, we've seen Jet be the big play guy, and you can hear the Wilson Central coaches yell every time he gets the ball to contain that edge as he gets out there.
Yeah, he's been sneaky good against Franklin County and Tullahoma. Now that's on film.
Yeah, it might be something on film now.
3rd and about 9.5. Excuse me, 8.5. Need to get it to the 44 of Wilson Central. Much for Braden Burris. Fake handoff and then slipped and fell in the backfield. He's going to lose yardage, unfortunately, because in high school, once the knee goes down, you're down. That backs it up to the 43. Loss of 4 and sends out the punt team, and it will be number 88, Gaden Bellamy, a junior kicker, First time we've seen him for Wilson Central. And number 5, Kendrick Lewis. Snap is good. Kick is high. Got some good distance on this. This is going to bounce, give a good Red Raider roll across the 15, across the 10, down that thing up at about the 9-yard line. 48 yards.
Heck of a punt for the first time we've seen him.
48 yards from Gabe Bellamy. It pins Wilson Central all the way back inside their 10 with 4:47 to play in the first half. 7-7 the score if you just joined us. Each team scored on their opening possession and then nothing since.
We'll see what Wilson Central does here as far as their drive goes. They like to go slow and methodical. Only one timeout left for them.
Good point, Chandler. And they're going to officially mark this at the 10. Martin in the backfield. Direct snap to him. He's running left. Not a whole lot of room over there. A couple of yards. Hank Crabtree over there. Also in on the stop for Coffee County. Number 45, Xander Warwick. I'm going to give him a couple of yards up to the 12. Get to the half. Owen Whitson will have a quick interview with Coach Brandon Harmons. You'll be heads up for that before we go to the studio. 2nd and 8. Direct snap. Martin. Inside run. Across the 15 up to the 17. Gain of about 4 or 5, and it's going to leave Wilson Central 3 yards short of the first down. Big play here, Chandler. You got to think if you can stuff them here, I don't think they're going to go for that. 3rd and solid 2, maybe 3.
No, stop them right here. Should get the ball back. 2 timeouts left. Harmon talked about having the 2- and 4-minute offense on Wednesday. See if we can get to it.
Xander Warwick checks out late.
Looks like they moved.
Yeah, I didn't even see the ball. It's a weird look for Wilson Central on that snap.
Ball start.
I haven't seen the call from the official. There will be motion on Wilson Central. So that's a big penalty. Back it up to about the 13. Now 3rd and 7, 7.5.
Like everybody on the team moved right there except the center.
Yeah, I was wondering where the ball was. I was watching Chaz Martin like everyone else in the stadium, and he took off running and didn't have the ball.
Big 3rd down right here.
Yes, it is. Martin is in the backfield with Arnold. Wilson Central will run some trickery on you, and you wonder if this is where they dial some of that up. Direct snap to Martin, running left. Martin's got first down yardage. He's upended right at the marker, but I saw a flag, I believe, in the backfield. There it is. And it's a hold on the Wildcats.
So they just tackled Graham Collins as he came through the line right there.
Graham Collins has played really good for the Red Raiders. He was their defensive player of the week last week. And that's going to slide Wilson Central back even further. The clock situation, 3:27 to play in the half. And Wilson Central hurting themselves a little bit here. Going to back it all the way up to the 5. So now instead of, it was 3rd and 2. Now it's 3rd and about 13. 3rd and 13. Running right. Martin across the 10, stacked up at about the 17. He got a really good gain there, and a late flag comes in. And what would be 3rd and about 3 if this stands, Chandler, but that flag was late and bothersome. Let's see. If that's on Coffee County, that's going to be a herder, and it is. What was 3rd and 13 on the run, made it 3rd and 3, and this penalty is on Coffee County, and it's going to give the Wildcats a first down.
Yeah, they did a great job of pursuit right there and gang tackling, but it looks like their hands got up too high on the face mask there.
And it's going to be the 15-yard variety.
Coffee County fans do not like it, but
up to the 33.
And Coach Harmon does not enjoy it either.
Now he is wearing out the side judge who called that.
I think he's saying he pulled him down from the collar, not the face mask.
I think that's maybe what he was saying. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 33 with 3:15 to play. New life for Wilson Central. Chaz Martin running left. Not a whole lot there. Gain of about, I got more than I thought, 6, maybe 7 up to the 40. Worth noting after the half, Coffee County will get the football. So that's good news.
3 minutes, clock running. Like I said, they have one timeout left. So if we can just hold them here and get the ball back at the half.
Wildcats moving a little quicker, getting out of their huddle. Arnold and Martin are in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Going to run that direction. Martin fights through a tackle across the 45 before he's finally pulled down at the 46 or the 47. It seems like he falls forward for 5 yards.
Always.
Every time.
They hit him at the line of scrimmage every time, and he seems to get 6-7 yards after he gets hit.
That's 6-7. 1st and 10. Wildcats at their own 46. 2:15 and ticking. 7-7 the score on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. Gonna throw. Pressured. Slings it. Intercepted by Dixon. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Coffee County. Touchdown, Kane Dixon. And here's a flag for celebration on Dixon.
Excellent pressure by Jet Trussler right there with the pursuit with Colby Scott.
Trussler pressured. He just threw it, and Dixon picked it off at the 40 and took it 40 yards to the house. That's a Tri-Green touchdown. It's time to Tri-Green on Interstate Drive, because more time to support the Red Raiders and less time doing chores is a big win. Touchdown should stand. The flags came in late. Dixon kind of did a little dance into the end zone or something. I don't know what he was doing, but
stopped at the 1 yard line, fell back into the end zone.
Yeah, they don't like it when you do that.
A little bit of taunting there.
Let's see if Wilson Central takes this on the point or the kickoff. I'm taking this on the kickoff if I have the option. And trying to get a short field at about the 45 with 1:56 to play. It'll be unsportsmanlike conduct, the call. Touchdown will stand. So extra point coming from Carone. The Coffee County leads 13-7. Snap is good. Placement is down. Carone's kick is right down Broadway. 14-7. Coffee County leads. 1:56 to play. The Coffee County Bank scoreboard here in the first half. This is Red Raider football, driven by Al White Ford Lincoln.
The Red Raiders play here.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutoRepair.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
What's his special teams to do?
Chaz Martin's walking up to...
Yeah, he's at the 25. And they could try to pop this over his head.
So I try to put it right there in the gap between the 45 and 30.
High short kick. Caught at the 39. 45, 50. 45, breaks the tackle, 40-yard line. That's just a killer of a penalty. And Wilson Central is going to get the ball at the plus 40 with 1:48 to play in the first half.
I do think we have a flag on the play, Josh.
We do. Well, that would be nice. It's way back at the 46.
I think it's going to be a hold again.
And if it is, well, you talk about a switch in field position. Right now, Wilson Central would have it at the 40. That flag is all the way back at their own 44. The block in the back on Wilson Central, that's going to put the ball back at about the 34-yard line. That's
huge.
26-yard swing in starting field position, depending on where they set this down.
Hey, Connor, can you hear me?
Penalties have hurt Wilson Central.
Yes, I can.
Tonight.
Why don't you kind of count
had
me
some
down
inopportune times
come in over them
as
and
well.
Then I'll say we're going to go back
put
to
this,
them and that kind of thing.
9-yard penalty here to the 37.
Yeah. 20.
All right, I can do that for you.
All right.
Still not impossible for Wilson Central. They're going to stack 2 receivers left. 1 timeout for the Wildcats.
All right, you're on.
We are back here at Riverdale. The rain has settled in. We have lightning strikes here and there, and the lightning strike detector has gone off, so at least 30 minutes from now, and that's going to continue to reset here for a minute as this storm complex comes through. Now, once it comes through, we may have some rain, but as long as there's no lightning, they'll come out and play once again. But it's at the end, when there's a lightning strike, it's 30 minutes from that point on. Just had another, so that resets the 30-minute clock here. So at best 30 minutes, but that's not going to happen. The rain came in several minutes after the lightning when we went into a delay. May even be able to hear the thunder in the background here. So the rain is picking up. The rain, again, is not the issue. The issue is what's going on with the lightning. So every lightning strike resets. So if you're in your car listening, maybe you were at the game, you decided to take off and go get something to eat. I did notice in the parking lot, took a peek, and there were several people who were in their cars trying to get out of the parking lot. So we'll continue to keep you updated on what's going on. We're going down to Coffee County. Our friends at Coffee County are playing Wilson Central, and they were in a weather delay, and then they started playing again. So we were on their stream for a moment. So we're kind of going back and forth between the two. So that's kind of how things are going here. But little lightning going on. Here's the sound of what's going on. So that's what we're dealing with here at Riverdale High School, Tom Nolan Field, and Phil Watts Tomahawk Stadium. So lightning delay continues. It's 10-7 at the half. Blackman on top. We'll keep you updated on what's going on. We're going to send you back to Manchester. Josh Peterson with coverage of the Coffee County Wilson Central game. We'll be back to this one and continue to keep you updated. So enjoy a little extra football here as we continue to cover Blackman and Riverdale. Back in a few here on WGNS and Big GTV.
Everything from contract to close. Need a will? He's got you covered there too.
All right.
Now Sean has joined forces with attorney Patrick Swanson, and their team can handle comprehensive estate planning and trusts. For peace of mind, put your trust in attorney Sean Trail and attorney Patrick Swanson. 931-728-0419, SeanTrailAttorney.com. 2nd and 10, Owen Whitson has a sideline report for us. Owen?
Yeah, John. Judge Hustler's clearly just big, getting in the backfield almost every single play, just being a menace for that offense.
Trussler is a menace for a lot of offenses. Pull that microphone closer to the top. Oh, and 2nd and 10. .45 seconds. Wilson Central doesn't throw it much. Last time they tried to throw it, there's a touchdown for Coffee County. One in motion right to left. Scott looking that way. Flips it out. He's got a man. Not a whole lot of yardage, though.
Great job. Yeah. Great job getting him down inbounds right there.
It was. And getting to him was Xander Warwick. Trying to see who that was on the catch. They're going to mark him the 39, and a gain of maybe 2. And there's a flag. It's an illegal shift. I thought so. The man in motion turned upfield before the snap.
Like it was part of Canadian football there.
Arena League. You wonder if Coffee County wants the penalty. I would try to move them back. Downs aren't the issue here. It's yardage.
Get him as far away from the end zone, field goal range as possible. The kicker looked like he had a pretty good leg on that extra point.
He did. Didn't get to see him kick a lot in pregame. Wilson Central got off the bus at 6:17. Officials still trying to figure this out, but assuming Coffee County takes this penalty and back it up to about the 45-yard line, maybe the 46, and they will take the penalty. 46 is where they'll put it. 39 seconds to play, so Wilson Central loses 5 yards there and 6 seconds off the clock.
Josh, it seems like if they're going to throw, it's going to be Colby Scott instead of J.R. Arnold for them.
Well, J.R. Arnold played quarterback almost all week last week. Didn't see hardly any of Colby Scott. A lot more Colby Scott tonight. He's the only guy in the backfield here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. I don't see Martin. Scott rolling left, throws it out there. He's got a receiver. Got a lot of run room on the sidelines, and Warwick runs him out of bounds. And here comes a flag for a late hit, and I think they're going to get Warwick for pushing him late. On the catch was Topher Allen. Had to be a flop. There's no way Warwick could get Allen down like that. Topher Allen's a big old guy. Ball's at the 28. Gain of, they got a lot on that carry. First down yardage. About 18 yards. And add on to it here for the late hit. They will use Allen from time to time offensively. I'm just surprised Chaz Martin is not on the field anywhere right here.
You'd think you'd have your biggest, what is one of your biggest weapons on the field during
unless
this
he's
time,
injured.
But
and that goes up to the 14-yard line. It's half the distance to the goal. 22 seconds, no timeouts though. If you tackle them in bounds, they can get off maybe one more play.
See if they can get up, spike the ball, maybe for a field goal.
Colby Scott, and we're going to get a timeout early or before the snap. I think Coffee County wants to talk to their football team. And they do. Timeout brought to you by Steve Jernigan Realty, SJRHomesearch.com. 22 seconds to play first half. Raiders lead 14-7. Wilson Central knocking on the door.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee, and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Scott fakes the run, steps back to throw. Rolling right, he's got a lot of room. He's going to run. 10, 6, hit, dropped by Dixon. 11 seconds. He's going to mark it at the 6-yard line. Clock's running. 6 seconds. Clock's running. 5, 4. There's no way. 3, 2, 1. And that's going to end the half. Good stop by the Coffee County defense. Wilson Central could not get into the end zone. They could not get up and get on the ball. And the Raiders have a 7-point lead headed into the locker room. We'll head to the Southland Pharmacy halftime show momentarily. Owen Whitson needs to track down Brandon Harmon and do a little interview with him. Whenever you got him, Owen, go ahead.
Hey, Josh, we're here with Coach Harmon. Coach Harmon, how do you feel about the first half?
Pretty good. Anytime you got the lead going into halftime, you got to like it. Knew we're going to have limited possessions offensively for us. We got to do a better job of executing every possession, but defense is playing hard, kind of bend but don't break against this offense. So we'll regroup and get the ball to start the second half.
Appreciate you very much, Coach. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, Owen. Well done down on the sidelines. It is halftime. We're going to do a little bit of a truncated halftime show, I think. I think we're going to do short halftime because of storm issues. We'll see. They've only got 14:42 on the clock up there. I'll keep everyone back at the studio up to date on that. The Red Raiders lead. It's 14-7 on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. You're listening to Red Raider football, driven by Al White for Lincoln of Manchester. Hey, big hits on the field, they're part of football. Big hits to your vehicle, they're just part of life. Not if, but when body damage happens to your car, call my friends at Rod's Body Shop. Locally owned and operated in Manchester, these guys work for you. They work with your insurance company. Call Chris and the crew at Rod's Body Shop. 931-728-7288. Drive past the rest to get to the best. 3452 Old Woodbury Highway. That's Rod's Body Shop in Manchester. Raiders lead 14-7 at the half. We'll get you to the Southland Pharmacy halftime show momentarily for everyone on the radio. For everyone on Raider TV, we'll try to get you some audio from the band if we can. And we will be back for the second half and stats with Chandler here in just a little while. Raiders lead by 7.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and versatility built in. Like Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors that get the job done right. Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Visit your local Kubota dealer for a demo today.
Brothers Implement Company, 7593 Hillsborough Highway in Hillsborough.
Calling all sports fans, a winning attitude has the Pennant Spirit apparel to complete your look. All new colors, every color combination. Get your favorite gear glitter lettered and personalized at A Winning Attitude. Have your trophies made at A Winning Attitude. Sports accessories can be found at A Winning Attitude. Shop the Red Raider rack at A Winning Attitude. For all things sports, it's A Winning Attitude. 111 Murfreesboro Highway in Manchester.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more. This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. My team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. We've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County prep sports.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850 and let me save you money and time.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, here to help life go right when you combine your home and your auto insurance. Call me today at 615-898-1150 and let me save you money and time.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
With the hometown team at Southland Pharmacy, where they will know your name and treat you like family. 482 Interstate Drive across from Unity Medical Center in Manchester for Southland Pharmacy. At the half, Coffee County 14, Wilson Central 7. Two teams running the football a ton, a pretty fast-moving first half compared to what we've seen so far this season and compared to what we're seeing around the area. The Coffee County being a little more to the east. The storm front has not gotten here yet, so they've been able to continue business as usual. I know got a lot of delays across our listening area. Somehow over in Lincoln County, over in Fayetteville, Lincoln County High School still playing just like business as usual. 1 mile down the road at Fayetteville High School, they've been in a weather delay for well over an hour. Let's get a quick 7 Brew scoreboard update. Oliver, what kind of scores you got for us?
Well, we don't have a whole lot. As far as the listening area, obviously the game you've been hearing here on Thunder Radio, Wilson Central trails Coffee County 14-7 at the half. Those are the only scores that we have for Region 6-6A at the moment. Maybe you can find some as I'm talking, but as I go down to Region 4-5A, Cleveland and Tullahoma knotted in a pretty close one starting of the third quarter. Cleveland trails Tullahoma 14-23. Franklin County leads Howard 7-6 in the second quarter. Giles County and Lawrence County in a close one in the first quarter. I think that one might be in a delay, lightning delay, 7-0. Giles County leads that one in Lawrenceburg. Battle Creek and Lincoln County at the half now. Lincoln County leads 35-0. And Columbia and Independence do not have a score for them just yet. Moore County taking it on the chin tonight. Good Pasture comes down from Madison 40-7. They're taking care of the Raiders over there in Lynchburg.
Blue Raiders had a 7-0 lead at one point, but did not hold for long.
Huntland Community, no score yet. Eagleville leads Tennessee Heat 28-0 in Mount Juliet in the second quarter. Gordonsville and Fayetteville, a lightning delay still, as far as we know. Perry County and Cornersville, no score. White House Heritage and Richland. Richland leads that one 7-0 in the second quarter. Down to Region 3-6A. The last score we have for Blackman and Riverdale is 10-3 at the half.
Yep, and they are still in delay at the half. Yes, sir.
Siegel and Stewart's Creek. Siegel coming out surprisingly 8-0. The last score I have in the second quarter. And that is at Stewart's Creek. So good job there by Siegel at 1-1. Oakland 35-0 at the half over Smyrna. And then no score yet, just yet for Rockville at Laverne. In Region 4-6A, Cookeville trails White County 14-7 in the second quarter. No score for Centennial Gallatin or for Green Hill at Ravenwood. Lebanon leads McGavick 27-0 in the first quarter. And as we go down to Region 5-6A, Clarksville leads Rossview 16-6 in the first quarter. Lebanon, we already talked about that one, 27-0 over McGavick. Let's see. DeKalb. Actually, let's go back to, let's see, Grundy County. If I'm not mistaken, I can't find it right now, but they're leading 44-0 at the half, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, that's what I've got as well.
So big time game there for Grundy County. Let's see.
Other score of interest that I noticed jumps out to me, number 2 in 1A, South Pittsburgh 17, number 2 in 2A, or in 3A, Sequatchie County 6 at the half. So a battle there, South Pittsburgh looking to get back on track. And Oliver, you don't mind, I think we'll try to get a few highlights in from this first half of Coffee County and Wilson Central. Coffee County did kick off to start the football game, and Wilson Central did what they've been doing all season long. It was a methodical drive straight down the field. They just ran it right at Coffee County, took 6 minutes off the clock, punched it in, scored a touchdown. But then Coffee County, who has given up big plays on special teams, finally got one of their own.
Returnable, Matthew White going to pull it in at the 15-yard line. White looking for the sidelines. He has running room. He's got the 40. He's got the 45, the 50, the 45. Cuts it back inside. 40, 35, and he's pulled down at the 34-yard line.
Coffee County would do well to continue moving the ball on that drive. They went to a heavy package we had not seen all season long, and just student body left, sweep to the left side, were able to punt it in and pull even.
Couple of lead blockers to the left. That includes Graham Collins. Garrett, the single back. Fake the pitch to him now. Going to run that same way. Garrett is lead blocking for Cason Lowry, who's going to get to the corner, and he's going to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Kason Lowry.
That was 3:15 to go first quarter. The teams were knotted at 7. Most of the second quarter was just kind of a back and forth affair between the teams. They were each able to pick up a couple of first downs, but unable to sustain those drives. Coffee County ended up giving it back to Wilson Central with about 3 minutes to go in the half. Wilson Central, they got near midfield, had 1st and 10, and for the first time all night long decided to drop back to pass, and it did not go well.
Gonna throw. Pressured. Slings it. Intercepted by Dixon. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Coffee County. Touchdown, Kane Dixon.
Kane Dixon, the senior, 40-yard interception return for the touchdown. 1:56 to go in the half. Coffee County had taken a 14-7 lead. As Dixon went in for the score, he celebrated a little too enthusiastically for the officials' liking. So Wilson Central started out with great field position, were able to get down inside the 10, but they ran out of timeouts, ran out of time. And at the half, Coffee County leading Wilson Central 14-7, and Coffee County will get the football to kick things off in the second half. Should be getting closer to getting back in action around the area, hopefully for many of you. I know up in Franklin, Shelbyville looking to get an action for the first time tonight in about 14 minutes. At the half, Coffee County 14, Franklin, I've lost my mind. Wilson Central 7. This is Thunder.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been dedicated to the students and families in the communities we serve. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Here at halftime, Southland Pharmacy Halftime Show. Let's get you some stats with Chandler England. Chandler.
Appreciate it, Josh. Stats first for Wilson Central. Passing Colby Scott, two passes for 18 yards. Receiving Topher Allen, 1 reception for 18 yards. Colby Scott also had an interception that Kane Dixon returned for a touchdown. Rushing for Wilson.
Difference in the game right now, isn't it?
Rushing for Wilson Central, 22 carries for 126 yards for Chaz Martin, 2 carries for 4 yards for Topher Allen, 1 carry for 5 yards for Colby Scott for their team total of 135. 135 yards in first half, 7 points to show for it. You'll take that if you're Coffee County. Wilson Central also had 11 first downs and 6 penalties for 65 yards.
That hurt. We were talking about that at halftime. That interception and the penalties. If you're Wilson Central, you're probably in the locker room saying if we could take care of those, we can win the second half. But, Coffee County got that confidence in the locker room with the lead.
Stats for Coffee County: Kason Lowry passing 2 for 3 for 21 yards. Tegan Stem receiving 2 catches for 21 yards. Rushing, Jordan Thompson, 4 carries, 9 yards. Tez Garrett, 3 carries, 16 yards. Kason Lowry, 4 carries, 23 yards and a touchdown. Jet Trussler, 2 carries, 3 yards. Kane Dixon, 1 carry, 1 yard for their team total of 52 yards. Kane Dixon also had a big interception return. Coffee County, 4 first downs and 4 penalties for 25 yards. Stats tonight are brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. People's Bank and Trust Company in Manchester makes switching banks easy with dedicated personnel ready to assist you. Visit them at 1203 Hillsborough Boulevard. People's Bank and Trust. People you know, people you trust.
Meanwhile, here at Cardinal Field, the atmosphere has shifted dramatically. There is a lot of wind. Tent down there doing a good job to stay put. But we had a truncated halftime, only 15 minutes, but no 3-minute extension as Coffee County is trying to speed things up and keep playing football as long as they can. It's very windy. It's blowing into the press box, blowing the papers around everywhere, and only a matter of time before we start to see perhaps some rain. I saw some lightning off in the distance. I know there's delays all over the place tonight. Hopefully we won't run into that here. Maybe we will get lucky. And it was a fast-moving first half. We've gotten through the first half and halftime, and it's 8-19. That's the fastest we've been all year long.
That's what we'd like to see.
All right, I'll fade them down and get you on.
Games the first 2 weeks.
They've been lengthy. All right. Wilson Central will kick it off left to right on your radio dial. Kicking off for the Wildcats, number 88, Lawson Brewer.
You're on.
All right, friends, we are back here at Riverdale, and I can tell you that the rain is continuing to fall, but we are right now just waiting on the lightning to stop, because with every lightning strike, again, that resets the clock. Maybe you're in your car listening and just wanted to let you know the situation here. The clock says 30 minutes. But it has been a few since we have seen a lightning strike. So if that trend continues, hopefully we'll be able to give you more concrete time in terms of when we will be able to go back on the air for you here and get this second half underway. For those who may just now be tuning in, it's 10-3, Blackman leading at the half. Blackman was up 10-0 before a field goal with just under 4 minutes to play in the half by Riverdale to make it 10-3. So that's kind of where we are here in the game. Every other game is being played in Rutherford County and all in a weather delay. So that's why we're giving you some Coffee County action. We're teamed up with our friends down in Manchester with Peterson Media with the Friday Night Thunder pregame and postgame show. And of course, they are doing the Coffee County game right now. They took some of our action early as they were in a bit of a delay, and now I guess turnabout's fair play, huh? But some scores that we have for you. Eagleville up 21-0, and I'm going to try to get you an update on that. If you go to WGNSradio.com/scoreboard, you can see all of the updates. Still working on some info out of Rockvale and Laverne. Of course, it's 10-3 here. Blackman up. Oakland leading 35-0. They got to halftime, and they're in a weather delay as well. And just into the, well, where did Chris say that was? At Stewart's Creek. 6:43 left in the second quarter, and they're in a weather delay, so they're behind where we are over at Stewart's Creek. But Siegel leading 8-0 in that game. And that's kind of a look on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard for you. So just to let you know, the rain continuing to fall. The rain is not the issue. They'll play in the rain, and there's another huge lightning strike right there. So that resets the 30-minute clock. As soon as I said something, right? But again, the frequency is less, so I think that's going to help our situation here. Let me take a peek at the radar and see. Hear the thunder. Nice long rumble there. But most of the lightning is happening further to the east. And with what's back to the west, not a whole lot, although there are some additional storms refiring back toward Paris and McKenzie and Dixon. So if we can get a brief window, maybe we get the second half underway. We'll just have to wait and see. But between now and then and our next update, as soon as there is something decided, we'll pop back on and let you know what is expected to happen. But that's kind of where we are here at Riverdale, still in a lightning delay with Blackman leading 10-3. What a way to open up region week, huh? But everybody dealing with it since everybody's playing in the same region in Rutherford County. PCA's at home as well. The only team out of the county is Eagleville, and they're up in the Mount Juliet area. So let's get you back to some free football. All right, going back down to Manchester, Coffee County, and Wilson Central as we continue our coverage here on WGNS and Big G TV. Stay with us. We'll keep you updated.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
2nd down and 7. Two receivers left. That's the short side of the field. Lowry's going to run that way. Just a quarterback power run. He shoulders down a couple of people. Crosses the 35. Tough running from Lowry. Give him up to about the 33-yard line. I think he's got about 7 there. And he's close to a first down. And matter of fact, I think he has one. They're going to put him right at the 33, and that is First Vision Bank. First down, Coffee County.
You don't love your quarterback taking hits like that, but Casey Lowry likes to send messages, I've noticed. So putting his shoulder down there.
He's not one who's going to
extra yards. That was big.
Doesn't avoid a lot of contact. 1st and 10. Coffee County spreading it out a little bit more here. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Lowry going to hand it off to Jordan Thompson running right. Puts his foot in the ground, tries to cut it up inside. Not a whole lot, maybe a yard for Thompson. Now I see umbrellas going up, and I see rain falling in the lights. We have rainfall finally at 8:24. We've been anticipating it for a while. And here comes Taz Garrett in for Thompson, who I think wanted to stay in the game. See some lightning off in the distance. The problem with that at night is it can lighten a long way away, and you can see it.
Be in Nashville right now. We don't really know.
So I'm sure Coffee County administration is tracking where that is. Rain intensifying. 2nd and 9, pistol formation. Garrett is behind Lowry. Going to hand it to him running left, and not a lot there for Garrett this time. Nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Rain falling harder. Be curious to see how that impacts things. Early rain, that field's going to get slick. Ball's going to get slick.
Kaysen has the towel on, but you can only do so much at some points.
Where your ball guys on the sidelines going to do a good job keeping fresh balls in there best they can. 2 receivers right, Stem in the slot. Lowry running that way. It's a design quarterback run. He stumbles, keeps his feet, but only a couple of yards. Couple of flags come flying in at the line of scrimmage. One from the back judge, 25 yards away. Got a pretty good arm. Get that flag up there. And it's going to be a hold on Coffee County. It would be 4th and about 7 or 3rd and about 19. Let's see what Wilson Central wants. A little bit of a decision for the Wildcats. I imagine they're going to push Coffee County back. And they are.
Trey Carone showed last week as a pretty good leg.
Well, he was hitting from 50 in pregame, Carone was. Watching him, this is going to push you back to the 42-yard line.
See how this rain affects the passing game of Coffee County as well. Done a great job kind of sitting down on the zone, Lowry finding them, but it gets tougher as the rain starts to fall harder.
It's tough on those DBs, though, as well. They don't know where the receiver's going. Those cuts can be difficult both ways. 3rd and about 20. Raiders will need to get to the 23-yard line for a first down. Lowry has time. Now he's pressured. Steps up, jump throw, and that is short. He had a man coming open, Kane Dixon, but he couldn't set his feet to make that throw. He threw that ball with no feet on the ground and tried to throw it about 12 yards.
Yeah, it's tough to get us that distance when you're hanging in midair.
And punt team coming out for Coffee County. We got a really good punt earlier out of Gaden Bellamy, and he's going to come out to punt again. Van Winkle to snap. Bellamy sets his feet at his own 45-yard line. Man deep for Wilson Central's Mason Kroom. That's a different return man than we saw in the last kick. I think they may have been upset they let the ball bounce. Ball is nearly blocked. Somehow Bellamy gets it away. It backs up, didn't get a great bounce, and is going to be down at the 30-yard line. So only about a 12-yard net punt there for Coffee County. Luckily, they got it off.
Yeah, 12-yard net punt's better than a block back to the
and a touchdown the other way. Yeah, and that was nearly a disaster. Wilson Central came through free, and with 6:51 to play in the third quarter, Raiders leading 14-7 on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. Wilson Central takes over at their own 30.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases.
Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
70-yard touchdown run, Chaz Martin, 6:40 to play in the third. Wilson Central, an extra point would tie it. A 2-point conversion would give them the lead. Watched them last week go for two a couple of times, and I don't see a kicker. I don't think they're going to kick this. Direct snap to Martin on the left. Martin trying to get the pylon. He's got it, and Wilson Central's got the lead. They just line up Martin behind the whole offensive line off to the left of the formation. The center just throws it over there.
Yeah, just snapped it to the side. Martin, not the tallest guy, was kind of behind those big linemen, just took it to the left pylon.
Coffee County was driving, drive was stopped, and now Wilson Central in front. 15-14, 6:40 to play, third quarter.
The Red Raiders play here.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
If you're a homeowner with a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply focuses on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in the box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, inviting you to stop by, visit, and enjoy the country.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed is also your place for local milk from the MTSU Dairy on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Back in 1985, when Toots first opened, there were very few restaurants in this town. We've seen hundreds of them come and go, and yet we are still so blessed to be in business and be doing business here in Rutherford County.
This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. After 40 years, we still got them. $6.99 daily lunch specials. Stop by Toots.com and check them out.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Are all listening to Coffee County football with lightning delays and changes all across the mid-state. Welcome in to Red Raider football on Thunder Radio, driven by our friends at Al White Ford Lincoln of Manchester. Browse their inventory at alwhiteMotors.com. I think Moore County will be resuming here in just a couple of minutes, but cool to have everybody on board with us. It's a good football game. 6:40 to play in the third. Wilson Central 15, Coffee County 14. I am Josh Peterson alongside Chandler England. He's filling in this week for Dustin Murray. And down on the field, first time ever, sideline reporter Owen Whitsitt. Coffee County with the football. Junior quarterback Kason Lowry in the pistol formation. Hands it off to Thompson running left. Tried to cut. Kept his footing, but he did slip a little bit. He pushes forward to the 22-yard line. Positive yardage, but not a great first down play there for Coffee County.
Just seems like a little bit of the handoffs right there. Just a little slow moving.
Slow developing. Coffee County was driving a moment ago, and drive was stalled out by holding penalty, I believe it was. And you went from potentially going up 2 scores to down a point. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. We have some drizzle falling, but no heavy rain. Lowry looking to his left, flips it over there to Tegan Stem. Wilson Central closes in quickly, and Stem maybe a yard, if that. No gain for Tegan Stem. And that makes it 3rd and long. Wilson Central has put Coffee County in a tough spot here with 5:40 to play in the third.
It seems like Coffee County was outnumbered on that side of the field. Throwing a screen to the short side is already tough, but especially when they have more people than you.
Shelbyville and Franklin is postponing tonight. They are going to kick off at 6 p.m. Saturday. So Shelbyville and Franklin, that's a region game. They will not be playing tonight. They will play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock over on Rooster 1015. Lowry looking to throw here on 3rd and 8. Flips it out. Got a man, but he's going to be tackled short of the first down by a couple of yards. That was a long throw to the sidelines to Jordan Thompson out of the backfield, but he's about a yard short. They mark him at the 29. He needed the 30. Interesting here. I don't see Gaden Bellamy going out. It's 4th and 1. Do you see the heavy package with Tez Garrett? I don't see Tez Garrett either. And Coffee County's going to call a timeout to talk about it.
Yeah, I think this is a smart decision by Coach Harmon. Need some time to talk about this big call right here deep in their own end zone.
4:43 to play, third quarter. Timeout brought to you by Steve Jernigan Realty. They feature the finest realtors in the business, including Deanne McKenzie, Dusty White, Lindsey Perry. 931-954-0206. Browse their listings at sjrhomesearch.com.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Coffee County looks like the offense is going to stay on the field, but they've not broken the huddle. If you just joined us, I believe we have some extra stations on with us tonight. WGNS in Murfreesboro, the Good Neighbor Station. Rooster 1015, 93.9 The Duck, and I think Whiskey Country may have went back to their game.
They are sending big Tez Garrett out there.
It is Tez Garrett, the sophomore, big running back, and a lot of beef checks in for Coffee County. 2 lead blockers off the guard and the tackle on the left side of the formation. Hard count. Wilson Central got into the neutral zone. A head start there for number 22, Braden Burris.
Great job right there by Cason with the hard count.
Coffee County doesn't do that much.
And great job by the O-line staying still right there.
It's hard to hold your water during those, isn't it, Chandler?
Yeah, big time play, big time spot in the game. You just want to block and go as fast as you can. That's a great job, staying disciplined.
And a brand new set of downs with 4:43 to play in the third. 1st and 10, Coffee County. Wilson Central has played really well defensively tonight. 7 of Coffee County's points were defensive score.
Seems like Coffee County hasn't even had the ball that long.
And they have it. Cason Lowry's looking to throw. He doesn't have anybody. He rolls back right. He's pointing, trying to throw it deep. He chunks it out there for Kane Dixon, who's trying to work his way back to the ball. And he's going to get a pass interference call. The ball was underthrown, but never turning around to find it was Isaiah Ward.
Great job by Kane there, trying to fight back to the ball. You see that in a lot of football, where the corner never turns his head around. The receiver gets the benefit of the call.
Well, it was underthrown significantly. Dixon broke open deep, but Lowry couldn't make that throw. Left it short by about 10 yards. And it's going to be pass interference on Wilson Central. Head official signaled the wrong way there for a moment, and Coffee County fans nearly jumped the fence. They've got it right now. Move this thing up to the 49 of Coffee County, and a new set of downs. First Vision Bank, first down.
I think if Cason sets his feet right there, he probably clears the corner right there and gets it to Kane, but he tried to throw on the run off his back foot.
Blackman leads Riverdale 10-3 at the half. We have WGNS and the Rooster 1015 with us now. You're listening to Red Raider football on WMSR Thunder Radio, Manchester, Tennessee. 1st and 10. Sophomore left guard, who they're going out to check on. First injury of the night. Injury report brought to you by Southland Pharmacy. You know how some teams leave you sitting on the bench way too long? That's what it feels like at the big chain pharmacies. Long waits and no personal touch. Southland Pharmacy plays a different game. To know your name there. 482 Interstate Drive, across the street from Unity Medical Center. Wilson Central 15, Coffee County 14, 4:20 to play in the third.
The Red Raiders play.
You're on?
Well, we are back here at Riverdale watching the rain come down very hard right now. But the lightning is the thing that we are keeping an eye on. And David Limbaugh was just relaying information that we went 27 minutes without a strike, and then we had one. So we get to restart that 30-minute clock. The plan is to still play. You know, if we can get the lightning out of here. I mean, there's so much that happens over the weekend, and got junior pro and all that kind of thing happening on all these football fields. So the best effort is going to be made to get this in. Doesn't mean that it's 100%. Got to see what Mother Nature does. As long as the lightning stops, we're good to go. In 30-minute increments, right? So again, that clock did restart. I do have one update for you, and that is the Rockvale-Laverne game. Looks like I've got two updates for you. Okay. So here we go with the first one. The Rockvale-Laverne game will move to Rockvale. It was a Laverne home game, right? Rockvale has turf. Laverne doesn't. So their natural field surface is very wet. So they are going to play Rockvale 2 o'clock tomorrow. Rockvale-Laverne, 2 o'clock tomorrow. Okay? So that's the update on that. And the game has been called due to weather, Smyrna and Oakland. So that one has now been called as well. So the score was 35-0 Oakland on top. When it says the game has been called due to weather, I don't know if that means that's the end of the game. Of course, if they were to play, it would be a running clock unless Smyrna were to score, being up 35-0, running clock in the second half. So with that being said, again, I'm not 100% sure what that means, but the tweet was the game has been called due to weather. So that's the update on those two games. Of course, here it's 10-3 at halftime. We did make it to halftime. They did at Smyrna as well. The other game is Stewart's Creek hosting Siegel, and that game is still going on, or in a weather delay, but they still plan to continue as far as I know. PCA, just seeing what was going on there. They play their home games at MTSU, and I don't see any updates on that particular game. This is not, got some East Tennessee games going, but you've got a lot of local games that have been canceled. Gallatin canceled. No contest is what they're going to call that. That must be a non-league game. This being a region game, you got to finish that one. So there are some East Tennessee games going on. This hasn't gotten there yet, so that's kind of the update on what's going on here in Middle Tennessee. Court Steele just sent me information that Shelbyville and Franklin have moved to tomorrow night as well. So Rockvale-Laverne tomorrow at 2. The tweet from Smyrna, Oakland, the game has been called due to the weather. We're still awaiting here. We have not, I don't even want to say it, but the thing that resets the clock, we haven't had to reset the clock, okay? So we hope that that continues. All right, that's kind of your update here. The rain continues to fall. If you look at the radar not showing strikes here. Between Watertown and Cookeville is where the worst of it has gotten to. Although we do see some redevelopment west of Dixon, between Jackson and Dixon. So maybe there is a small window here that we get to continue things. So that is our update. We're going to get you back to the Coffee County Wilson Central game, give you an update when we know, when we have like a time that we're going to start. If that kind of thing happens, we will be sure to make sure that you're the first to know, and we'll get things rolling here for a second half. But continuing in our weather delay here at Tom Nolan Field and Phil Watts Tomahawk Stadium, Brian Barrett for our sports team will be back in just a moment. Enjoy some free football here on WGNS.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Jordan Thompson running that way. Thompson fights through a tackle in the backfield. He's going to get some positive yardage, at least a yard or two. Looked like Wilson Central was going to have him in the backfield. Kudos to Jordan Thompson for making something out of that. You may give him the 14. Give him 2 yards. And here comes the big package in for Coffee County. Calvin Barrett is in. Also in for the Red Raiders is big number 62, Gus Sloan. And Taz Garrett in at running back. They're missing one. And it's Graham Collins. Here comes Collins. And move everybody off to the right side of the formation. Lowry barks down the line of scrimmage. And now he goes under Aiden Van Winkle. Hands it off to Garrett off right tackle. Tough yardage here. Still fighting, but I think they've stopped forward progress. He doesn't quite have the first down. Let's see where they spot this.
It's going to be very close. Looks like he got about 2 yards.
And he needed 3. Let's see where the spot is, Chandler. That will determine. He gets just shy of the 12. About 2 yards. Garrett will check out. He lost his helmet. And it's 4th and 1, and they won't have Taz Garrett because he lost his helmet on that play. I don't know if that's why, but ideally he usually stays in for these runs. Jordan Thompson is in there, the senior. Same heavy package. Lowry just going to sneak this. This is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. I think he pushed his way forward enough. I'm waiting on a signal from the head official. Looks to me like he's got it. And it looks to that head official like he has it. First Vision Bank. First down, Coffee County. 36 seconds to play in the third. Give him all the way up to just inside the 11.
Great job there.
They gave him the 10. First and goal.
First and goal. Great job by Kaysen there, keeping his feet moving to fight for that extra yardage.
Same heavy set. Snap got loose. Lowry picks it up, rolling right. Lowry has some running room, lowers his shoulder, and he's pulled out of bounds. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that snap got loose. Lowry twice on this drive has picked up a loose snap and made positive yardage out of it.
Pretty fortunate there, too, for it to bounce back up to him, and great job by him getting something out of nothing there.
They're going to mark him down at the 7-yard line. Gain of 3. Wilson Central has a player down. Looks like cramps. But we'll find out more in a moment. 19 seconds to play in the third. Raiders knocking on the door, trying to get back in front. Wilson Central leading by 1 on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. Believing in Coffee County is a winning strategy. Coffee County Bank has been believing in better since 1975. Celebrating 50 years serving our community. Coffee County Bank, believe in better. Member FDIC.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Ball at the 7-yard line. Second down. And goal for Coffee County. Trying to go back in front. They're definitely in field goal range for Carone, who was good from 44 last week. Lowry under center. Pitch to the left. Jordan Thompson cuts it inside. Crosses the 5-yard line, and he's stood up at about the 4. Gain of 3 for Thompson. And it'll be third and goal from the 4. It's basically an extra point from there, and that'll end the third quarter. So we'll see what Coffee County does when we come back. 1-point ball game. Headed to the 4th. Wilson Central leads on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. This is Red Raider football, driven by Al White Ford Lincoln.
The Red Raiders play here. This.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
for the Raiders. Lowry under center. Lowry just going to run this. They're going to try to push him. They're going to push him, and they're going to push him into the end zone.
He never even went down.
Touchdown, Coffee County. Touchdown, Kason Lowry. Raiders are back in front, and they're winning this ball game. You can win every time with John Deere equipment from Tri-Green Manchester, because getting more time to follow the Red Raiders and less time doing chores is a big win. Tri-Green Equipment Manchester, proud sponsors of Red Raider football. It's time to Tri-Green, Interstate Drive, Manchester. And we got an injured player for Wilson Central. Big interior lineman down. And they're working on a cramp on that left leg, so he's all right. This hot weather today, Chandler, we've had a couple of coolish weeks, really cool last week. Could be giving them problems. Now, the decision for Coffee County is go for 2 or kick an extra point, make it a 6-point game.
Looks like the coaches were holding up to 2, and they told Graham Collins to head back in there. So it looks like they're coming back with the jumbo package right here, try to go up 7 right here.
When they're able to get that inside and just push Lowry forward.
I mean, he got pushed 6 yards right there, never went down, was able to keep his feet into the end zone.
Go back and do that one more time. I'm still working on the injured player down. Good time to tell you about the Golden Hour Coffee Bar. Manchester's newest coffee bar is now open from the same owners as the Mercantile Cafe. Golden Hour Coffee Bar is open 5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday, serving a mix of delicious hot and cold coffees. They have scones, muffins, and other breakfast goodies, and their fall drinks are out. 216 North Irwin Street in downtown Manchester for the Golden Hour Coffee Bar. All right, injured player is up and walking off the field. I'll get you a name when I can get one. And Coffee County going to go for 2 here with 11:55 to play in the ball game. The quick-moving game has slowed down as of late with a couple of injuries, but thankfully no delays here in Manchester. Almost everyone else around us has been in one. They're going to move the ball to the left hash. That's where they want to go from. And it's that power set. 2 lead blockers on either hip of Lowry. They're going to try to push him into the end zone. That hole piles into the end zone. Good. 2 points for Coffee County. It's 22-15, 11:55 to play on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. Raiders lead by a touchdown. You're listening to Coffee County football, driven by Al White Ford Lincoln.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
728-4290, Cheryl Pest Control.
Ants bugging you? And we're not talking about your mom's sister. Eliminate ants from your home with Cheryl Pest Control.
728-4290, Cheryl Pest Control. 728-4290, Cheryl Pest Control.
Roaches are just gross and certainly don't belong in any home. Send them packing with Cheryl Pest Control.
728-4290, Cheryl Pest Control.
Raiders set to kick off after taking the lead 22-15. Kick off your fall with top-of-the-line apparel right here in Manchester. Owens Provisions and Apparel. They've got your Tennessee game day gear, your beachwear, your coolers for your fall break trips. They're locally owned in Manchester, 104 West 4th Street. Going down there, get you a pair of Olakai shoes. They're great for meetings or just a casual day. Good for the beach as well. Stop on by and see them. Online, owensprovisions.com.
Looks like Coffee County watched the Philadelphia Eagles last night and just took the tush push straight from the playbook. And like you said right there during the break, I'd just run the play the whole way down the field if they can get 6 yards every time.
Absolutely. Carone to kick, low kick, going to bounce at the 20 and skip, be touched by Martin. Martin picks it up at the 18. Martin trying to get outside, hit by some Raiders, drops at the 30. Was a little nervous when that ball skipped back there to Chaz Martin, who's a quick little guy.
It was a great job there by Zane Jones staying in his lane on the outside so Martin couldn't break contain.
Zane Jones is a good football player, trying to add some weight. He's a little guy, just a sophomore, but he's one of those guys that'll fight the devil with a squirt gun. You go in there and fight with anybody. I'm going to give him the 31. 11:47 to play. Wilson Central, tight formation. Martin takes the direct snap. Right tackle. Some pretty good running yards. Across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. Martin left, Martin right. He's up to about, 25 carries tonight?
25 carries, over 200 yards, but Coffee County, as Harmon said at halftime, it's been a bend-don't-break type of effort.
Outside of that 170-yarder.
170-yarder.
Raiders back in front, 22-14. They led 14-7 at the half. Wilson Central shifts the entire offense from the right to the left. They moved all the heavy. That's the wide side of the field. And Martin wants to run that way. They force him back up inside, but he still falls forward and makes his way past the first down marker up to the 43. Gain of 6 and a first down, Wilson Central, with 11 minutes to play in the fourth. Stick around after the game. We'll name our player of the game, brought to you by All Creatures Veterinary Clinic. Offices in Manchester, Tullahoma, Morrison, and Monteagle. They have the staff and the resources to serve all your vet care needs. AllCreaturesVetTN.com. Martin drops the snap. Ball's loose in the backfield. Coffee County get on that? No, Martin did. Coming in there and trying to jump on it was Trussler. Martin just beat him to it, but it's a big loss.
Very, very fortunate. Loss of about 7 there. Very fortunate to even get the ball back there.
Moving back to the 37-yard line. Second and about 16. It wasn't a bad snap. It was a touch high, but just right through the hands of Chaz Martin.
Looks like he lost focus there for a minute.
He stays in the backfield. Back there with him is J.R. Arnold. But make no bones about it. Martin's going to take the direct snap, and he runs right. He's got positive yardage across the 40 up to the 42-yard line where he's tripped up. Third and about 11, maybe 12 here for the Wildcats. Coffee County checking in some new players along the defensive line. In for Coffee County, number 79, Devontae Swader.
Jace Cashin came through that line scot-free right there, but not in time enough to get Martin down for a loss.
And Cashin will check out. Carlos Martinez in at corner. Chaz Martin takes a direct snap, and there's going to be whistles there. I thought they're going to call offsides on Coffee County. I thought that J.R. Arnold was moving forward at the snap again. They very close to doing that a couple of times.
They seem to flirt with disaster on that, and refs have called it once, but that's because the center didn't snap the ball.
Cashin back in. Riley McBroom, a freshman, was in for that play. He will check out. Cashin back in, 3rd and 7. Direct snap to Martin, running left. He's got running room over there, 50. 45-40, plenty for the first down, but a hold is going to come downfield, and a late flag comes in as well, and that's going to be on J.R. Arnold, who had jumped on top of Coffee County's William Connolly. First down yardage, and I think these are 2 separate penalties.
Yeah, I think you might get a hold on him on that for tackling him out there, and then maybe a personal foul after the fact. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, that one during the play, which would be close to, it would erase the first down because it's downfield, but it would wipe it off. Now, William Connolly remains down. He was the one who was held on the play. So, holding called. We got one signal. That's all. The way those flags were thrown led me to believe there were 2 penalties, Chandler.
And the side judge's flag came a lot later than the back judge's.
A lot later. That's why I thought we had 2 separate penalties. Conley is up. So they mark this off. Still a net gain of 3 yards for Martin. They'll place this at the 50. So it's a gain of 3. Now here comes the official. His field mic is not working. And, yeah, no other, it's just a holding penalty. And so it's 3rd and 3. Wildcats need the Red Raider 47 for a new set of downs. 9:23 to play in the fourth. Coffee County 22. Wilson Central 15.
Key in on Chaz Martin right here.
But one in motion, that's Topher Allen. He'll take the little flip running right. Allen trying to get outside. He's got first down yardage on the sidelines. He's run out of bounds at the 45. Gain of 5, and the 6'2", 195-pound senior Topher Allen gets the Wildcats the first down. I'm with you. I'd probably key in on Allen, too. He's carried it 974 times tonight. It's been all Chaz Martin.
The other guys have carried it 4 times combined, and he's at about 31 right now.
First and 10. Direct snap to guess who? Chaz Martin. Running right, fights through a tackle, dragging some tacklers, and he's going to get about 8 or 9 here. Up to the 36. 9 minutes to play. The thing about going back in the huddle that many times is one penalty, bad snap, things like that put you in a bad situation. When you give up a 70-yard run, like the last drive, not as many opportunities for that to happen. Direct snap, Martin running right. He's hit by Crabtree, who drives him down, but he drives him forward and all the way up to about the 27-yard line. 9 more yards and a first down, Wildcats. He's just hard to square up.
Like we talked about in the first half, I mean, he gets hit no more than 2 yards past the line of scrimmage and ends up with 6, 7, 8, 9 every time.
Want some custom stuff for your vehicle? Rod's Body Shop in Manchester can do that. They can install backup cameras. They can do spray and bed liners. Stop by and see Avery and the team at Rod's Body Shop. Not Rod's Body Shop. Custom Auto and Rod Shop. Coffee County bringing pressure, and I think maybe I got there a little too early. Trying to time that up. That was Jace Cashin. You can see my friends at Rod's Body Shop, too. They'll fix your dents. Custom Auto and Rod Shop will put those cameras in. 5 yards on the offsides for Coffee County. There have been 4 offside penalties tonight, 3 or 4 on Coffee County.
That's the 5th one.
5th offside penalty. First and 5, 8-11 and ticking. Chaz Martin and Arnold are in the backfield. And got Schuster jumping this time, I think. Another offsides penalty. Coffee County trying to get aggressive up front and time up the snap count. And back-to-back offside penalties. That's going to be another free 5. That's going to put the ball up at the 17-yard line. And it's going to be a first down Wilson Central. And they're moving the ball without having to snap it right now.
Giving Chaz Martin a little break with the penalties.
This time they do snap it to the up back. Hit by Hank Crabtree. Nothing. Nothing at all for Caden Rowell. 6 foot, 220-pound senior, number 11, Caden Rowell. First time he's touched it, tried to do something a little different, no gain. Crabtree on the stop.
We'll say Wilson Central's offensive guard, when they do that pre-motion finger into the ground, looks like his head goes completely past the ball, but it has not been called yet.
Wildcats will flip all the heavy from the right side to the left side. Martin is really the only person in position to take the snap, and he does. He's running left. He's hitting the backfield, and he is dragged to the ground in the backfield. Carlos Martinez waiting on him. Pulled him to the ground back at the 22-yard line. Loss of 7. Big stop for the senior defensive back.
Great job by Carlos Martinez fighting off the block right there. And it's tough to bring Martin down first contact, but he did a great job right there.
And that makes it 3rd and about 14, 6:40 and ticking. Martin takes the direct snap, runs right. He's not going to have anywhere near first down yards. He's going to get about 4. Up to the 18, maybe the 17.
What about 4th and 9 coming up here for Wilson Central? Obviously need a touchdown.
It's a big play. Still a lot of time left, but it's a big one.
Massive play right here for the Coffee County defense.
They've got to get to about the 7.5 to move the sticks. You got to watch the hard count if you're Coffee County. The Wildcats tried that.
Can't kick yourself in the foot right here.
And we're going to get a timeout, Coffee County. With 5:57 to play, Raiders lead by 7. Timeout brought to you by Steve Jernigan Realty. finest realtors in the business. You can find them at Steve Jernigan Realty, 931-954-0206, sjrhomesearch.com. This is Red Raider football, driven by Al White Ford Lincoln.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Everybody who's left on their feet here with 5:57 to play. Wilson Central shifting. And we're going to get a timeout. Wilson Central, they didn't look comfortable, and they're going to burn a timeout. That's how big it is, both sides realizing that. You know what you need to realize when it's time to sell your property? Call my friends at Steve Jernigan Realty, Dan McKenzie, Dusty White, Lindsey Perry, 931-954-0206, and online at sjrhomesearch.com.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance are the leading experts in sports medicine and performance, and the team physicians for NFL, college, and high school athletes across Tennessee. TOA offers same-day appointments, walk-ins, and urgent care for acute orthopedic injuries that can't wait. TOA is proud to support Rutherford County high school athletes. Having a specialized care team you trust can make all the difference in your athletic journey. To find a TOA location near you, visit TOA.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Kind of a left back, kind of like a wing back. J.R. Arnold is the quarterback here. Don't be fooled. Going to fake the handoff to Martin Arnold. Going to throw it to the corner of the end zone. That's incomplete. Nobody. Oh, and here comes an interference call. Nobody even touched the guy. There was no contact, and a back judge throws pass interference. Oh, no. That was incomplete, underthrown, and there was no contact in the corner of the end zone. Carlos Martinez, the corner on that side.
Receiver didn't even really try to fight back for the ball because it was so underthrown.
The ball was underthrown by 8 yards. And the Coffee County fans not happy, as to be expected. And that's going to bail out Wilson Central. It would have been a turnover on downs with 5:51 to play and Coffee County getting the ball back with a 7-point lead. And now Brandon Harmon has made his way down to the 20 and is wearing out the side judge on that call right there. The back judge has been very active tonight with his flag. Yeah, I will say, we've seen a lot from him.
Seems like he likes to show how far he can throw it.
I don't understand with the side judge right there.
That's really not even the back judge's call.
Side judge is right there, right in front of him,
right
4 yards.
On, yeah.
4 or 5 yards from the guy. And this guy from 30 yards away chunks the flag, and now it's going to put the ball at the 8-yard line.
Still fourth down.
It is still fourth down by about a yard. It's not an automatic first down. It's half the distance there. You got to think a direct snap to Martin here. He's running right. He cuts it inside. He's got first down yardage across the 5, and he's close to the goal line. He's pulling tacklers forward. I don't think he got in there, but he's close. He's at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards for Chaz Martin, and Wilson Central knocking on the door. They want to go fast. Probably just going to run that one again. Look for him to go right. Martin does go right, and he goes into the end zone. Right into the end zone. Touchdown, Wilson Central. Boy, that DPI is huge.
Massive call right there.
Go find shelter.
Now, is it an extra point to tie? Or is it 2 points to take the lead? They went for 2 last time. The placeholder is Colby Scott. He also can quarterback. Wilson Central does not have the right personnel on the field. They're looking at the sidelines. I think they're going to go for 2.
J.R. Arnold long snapping here.
Chaz Martin is lined up to the left behind the line. They're going to snap it over to Chaz Martin. He's going to run into a wall of Raiders, and he's stopped. Kane Dixon, the first one there. and the Raiders hold on to the lead. It's 22-21. Coffee County in front. 5:26 to play in the ball game on the Coffee County Bank scoreboard. This is Red Raider football, driven by Al White Ford Lincoln.
The Red Raiders play here. This is Thunder Radio.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Red Raiders hang on to the lead. Wilson Central scores the touchdown, elects to go for two. They don't get it, and the Raiders lead 22-21. That was dominant stop, Chandler.
Dominant stop right there by the Red Raider defense. When you need a dominant realtor, you need B.B. Brown. Call B.B. today at 931-409-2590.
Now, Wilson Central, I watched them on film. Lawson Brewer, he'll drop an onside kick on you, and Coffee County's fully expecting it. The hands team is up. I watched them do that last week, up 23 for just no random reason. They lined up for it. It wasn't even a surprise.
You know,
and Coffee County's got everybody up.
Trying to practice it, I guess.
Hands team is up and running around everywhere. Having a hard time figuring out where to line up.
The guys right here in the front to take care of the Wilson Central front line there.
One guy back is Matthew White at the 19-yard line. Brewer's going to pop it over that front line, make Matthew White run to the sidelines. It's a live ball. He picks it up at the 15. Matthew White's got running room down the sidelines, 40, 45 before he's run out of bounds. He's so quick with the ball in his hands. Made Wilson Central pay for that one. And a good starting field position for the Raiders. They have got a 1-point lead with 5:19 to play.
Second big return by Matthew White tonight. Whenever he gets the ball in his hands and gets upfield, usually something good happens.
Ball at the 44 of Coffee County. Wilson Central has 2 timeouts left, I think. You can always trust the scoreboard. You never know. 1st and 10. Stick around after the game. We'll get you to the Friday Night Thunder postgame show.
Might be on time this week.
Knock on some wood there, buddy. I think we will be on time here. I don't know what everybody else has got going on. Maybe Owens can give me an update on the other games. Not Owen, excuse me. Jackson Ham. Inside handoff. Jordan Thompson backs his way across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. Gain of 3 for Jordan Thompson.
Biggest thing right here, Josh, no mistakes, no dumb penalties to get you behind the sticks and hold on to the ball.
We're going to back that ball up to the 46. 2 yards for Thompson. Here comes Taz Garrett. The play clocks on the field are not being used, so we don't really know how much time is left when Lowry snaps it. He's going to watch the back judge, who will start counting down, I think, at 10. Maybe it's 5 when he starts.
It was earlier.
Second and 8.
Hey, Connor, let's do a little
Lowry trying to get some intel from the head ref.
All right, I'll get you on.
He's looking at the back judge, Lowry is. Now the hand goes up, and Lowry will start the pre-snap process.
You on?
All right, friends, we are back here at Riverdale High School, waiting the start to the second half, and the clock is down to 11 minutes and 41 seconds. We are seeing some people begin to mull around and maybe some others coming out. So there will be a warm-up period, and then we'll get going with the second half, we think, here in a few. So with that being said, the other games that are going on that we know about over at Stewart's Creek, they are getting ready to begin or have begun with the game. They're still in the second quarter in that one, and it's Stewart's Creek trailing Siegel 8-0. The Smyrna-Oakland game got to halftime, and at halftime they went into a weather delay. With it being a 35-0 score, a decision was made that that would be the contest. So that game is considered final, with Oakland a winner over Smyrna by a final of 35-0. It's 10-3 here, and Blackman has the lead. So much cooler, I can tell you that. There are a few showers still around. Doesn't look like it's raining at the moment, and going to try to beat any more activity. So again, a little mulling around here. We'll be the first to let you know when we're ready to go back. And as soon as we come back here, probably going to be another 10 minutes, and then we'll be back and get you ready for the second half action here. So back to Josh Peterson and more of the game between Coffee County and Wilson Central, and we'll continue our coverage here hopefully in about 10 to 15 minutes. Stay with us on WGNS and Big G TV.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Swatting the boys down at Al White Ford Lincoln in Manchester. This is the third vehicle me and my wife Carrie have bought at Al White, and let me tell you, these guys treat you right every time, and I got a great value on my trade. Al White Ford Lincoln in Manchester really cares about our community and our athletic teams. When it is time for you to get a new ride, go see them at Al White Ford Lincoln on Hillsboro Boulevard, and tell them Coach Joe Pat Cope sent you.
In the morning. I bet.
The frustration many are feeling is real and justified. Kenneth Barrett said that after the county commission denied raises for deputies this year, and as sheriff, fair pay will be a top priority.
We need to figure out how we can get ours comparable to other agencies and start communication with the county commission to try to get less steps at a higher percentage.
With nearly 30 years at the sheriff's office, Barrett brings servant leadership, accountability, transparency, and fairness. Learn more at KennethBarrettForSheriff.com.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, J.M. Stewart Treasurer.
Need to try your best if you're Coffee County to keep him in bounds right here, so Wilson Central has to use some of their timeouts.
Well, the clock is rolling. We get a whistle, and we're still just starting to play clock. Ball's at the 30, gain of 9. Now, they will stop the game clock.
He said, I was just thinking that. Yeah.
I think they're going to want to add time to the game clock again. I think they're telling them they're going to put 3:07 on the clock now. Whoever's running the clock on the field is struggling to keep up with what the officials want. They were waving it as if they wanted the clock to run, so I'm a little confused. 2nd and 1, 3:07 to play. Wildcats move all the heavies to the left side. That is the wide side of the field. Usually Chaz Martin runs behind that. He's running that direction. Carlos Botinez turned him inside, and waiting for him there was number 45, Xander Warwick. He did get a first down, gain of about 2, but you'll let him have 2.
For sure.
Martinez has played well tonight defensively.
Oh, yeah, he's been a great job out there on the edge containing.
Wilson Central quick to the line of scrimmage. Martin wants to try the right side. He's got room to get out there. He's got the sidelines, 45, 50, and he crosses midfield to about the 47-yard line. 21.
Guys won't make the post game show.
On the carry.
Short.
And give him all the way to the 46. Clock's running. Not really an issue, honestly, at 2:38 with a couple of timeouts left, and you're in plus territory. Chaz Martin is not in the backfield. I don't think he's in the game. Wilson Central struggling to get lined up here. Colby Scott directing traffic. They move 2 receivers wide left. They don't line them out wide. Now 1 wide right. They don't do that much. Colby Scott rolling left. He's tucked this like he's going to run it, and he will. He's got a lot of running room. Colby Scott is going to be pulled down across the 30 up at the 27, but I think we may have a holding call. I see a flag at the 34. And it will be a hold on Wilson Central. It was downfield, so they
yes, sir.
put this ball back at about the original line of scrimmage, Chandler. But otherwise, Wilson Central was going to have it at about the 25.
Yeah, they got those linemen out in space, and they were trying to block those quick Coffee County defenders, and just grabbed his jersey and kind of took him to the ground.
Right now, we are one spot past the full rotation.
Got 10 penalties for 105 yards.
I think due to time.
Going to mark this officially at the 44, so they gained
like
a couple of yards on the penalty.
Bye-bye.
Downfield.
So.
We're clocking at 2:04.
All right, sounds good.
County leading 22-21.